Hi guys, I'm Lily. Welcome to my studio. Today I am going to show you two different palettes where I am creating skin tones. And really they're both going to end up around the same places. I just want to show how you can really use two different sets of colors. As long as it's loosely connected to the primary colors, you can really arrive at skin tones. And we're going to talk a little bit about what skin tones really are. So for this one, I'm using Quinacridone red, Prussian blue, and lemon yellow with titanium white, of course. And first off here, I'm mixing up kind of a darker black because the portrait that I'm using this palette on has a raven in it as well. So starting off extra black, normally I would not add that much of the blue. But really what my goal here is to show that I have a lot of students who really feel tripped up. Like they feel like they have a good grasp of mixing colors and like they can really do a good job when it comes to a landscape or a still life even. I'd say a landscape is probably the easiest. That's, you know, what we start with in my course. And then a still life and then a portrait. And portraits just feel more difficult to us for whatever reason. And I think a lot of it is centered around the challenge of mixing skin tones. And the thing is, there's really no color that is quote unquote skin tone color. Skin is just another color or another range of colors, really wide range of colors, just like any other color on the color wheel, made with the primary colors. And it varies so greatly. There's no just like, you're not going to look at a face and just need one skin tone. It's not, we're not creating, makeup here. It can vary across a face and across a day, whether it's nighttime or daytime, or whether they're in a warm indoor light or a really like bright fluorescent light, or in the shade or in the full sun, what the season is. It's just, it varies so much. So even when I'm painting just one face, I like to have a palette like this filled with these variations. And as I'm painting, I'll mix them even further. So I will just, with my brush then take a little from one, a little from another. I will end up with so many variations. So here you can see what we ended up with to start. And for the second one, I am using an Indian yellow, Persian rose as our red, and I stuck with the Prussian blue, and the titanium white, of course. So here we have a yellow that's a lot darker in value and a quote unquote red that is much lighter in value. And I like to when I'm doing variations, especially in skin tones, I usually keep the blue the same. Like I will try this same exercise again using, for instance, like a phthalo blue or the cobalt blue or the ultramarine blue. But this makes it a little easier to have that one anchor in there as I'm mixing. And the other thing that's important here is I have students who get really confused. Like they will call me or text me from the art store and say, oh my God, like I can't remember like which red is it? Is it alizarin crimson or is it quinacridone red? Like, or is it quinacridone magenta? Like which one is it? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get the right colors for mixing my palette and like I can't remember, and I think I got the wrong one. And the thing is like it's not a big deal. It really isn't. Like everyone will have their color that they tell you, like you should have this one. But what I really want to show with these videos, I'm going to do more of these, is that you can really, really work with what you have. So here you can see we have a pink, and I like doing it with these colors. I like using the Persian rose because I really like mixing a little more of that in as I go along and using that in the faces. And if you have followed me for a while, like over on other platforms, I know I'm new here, and then everyone knows how much I love Indian yellow. So this was a fun one for me to do. And you'll see by the end, I really do arrive at essentially a very similar palette. And I hope that this is helpful in showing you that you can really work with the colors that you have, and it's okay to experiment. And your faces are still going to look like faces, and your skin is going to look like skin. So thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you like this, please like the video and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.